It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. Tampa Bay go to work on ending what's become an 8-game skid. First pitch is next. Andrew Triggs, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump now is Andrew Triggs. Not your conventional over-the-top, more of a low three-quarter guy, sinker slider type of guy, but he does throw hard. His sinking fastball anywhere from 92 to 94 miles an hour. He makes his living on throwing pitches out of the zone. You'll know if he's on early, getting ahead, strike one, making him chase those bad breaking balls off the plate.
And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7-hole. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A tough sinker on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Bounce it to the left side. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Refsnyder, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Batting fourth, first baseman number 44.
Here's C.J. Cron now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Seared down the first baseline, and that's through for a hit. Refsnyder rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was moving on contact, and he got a great jump and comes all the way around to score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
Strike 2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first at the Coliseum. It's now 1-0 Tampa. Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the A's.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Marcus Semien.
And that one just missed outside. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Now the 2-1. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Batting second, Center fielder.
Next up for the A's, Boog Powell. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Just missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Smith will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Semien stands at first with one out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Two-two pitch just missed.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
To second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. So now it's Mark Hanna. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. A runner on first with two away. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number two.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jason Coates. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit on the ground toward the left. Semien's got it. And now against his body, a jump throw. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
He's a slider right over the middle.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Now at the plate, Willie Optimus. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. set to get his day started, Christian Arroyo. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. That's in there, base hit. And a relay home, and he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Malik Smith. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. From the belt, the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting. Designated hitter, Rob.
Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
3-1 to him now. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Howell's under it, and that retires the side. Rays will settle for just the one. We'll go to the box. Leading off the inning, Andrew Benintendi, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Field racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And that's out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Larry Garcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Into the box, Josh Begley. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average right at the 200 mark on the year. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Missed with a slider.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as this will rattle up into the corner. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. On the season, Semien carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Smith.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the 3rd from the Coliseum here on the show. Here comes the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
First baseman number 44.
Up next for the Rays, C.J. Cron. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And another foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. C.J. Cron goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Wendell, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Hit in the air out to right. Piscotty's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, all even at 2 apiece. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Line drive to center field. Smith is right there. 1 down. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings as you see where the Rays stand in the American League East. Here's Jed Lowry now. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Softly on a line to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits. And that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
So now it's Mark Canha, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 misses down below the knees. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Two, here it is. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Andrew Benintendi. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Now the 2-0 down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
3-1.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1, and that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. In now, Jason Coates. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Right there for strike 1. Fouled off. Coates, a native Texan. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Johnny Field. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Drilled to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. At the plate, Willie Othamus. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Kenna in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Christian Arroyo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Arroyo is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Line toward the gap in left center. In there, a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Malik Smith the next to hit. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit out towards second. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. Rays strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, all even at 2 apiece. Striding in for Oakland, Leury Garcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Garcia.
Too low, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Popped him up. Ramos has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Missed with a breaking ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
2-0 now. The 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-0 pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. The 3-1 pitch. High pop-up. Home is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The batter.
Digging in, Josh Begley. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. And it's fouled away. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Up around the face. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Oh, my goodness, 3 in a row. Home. He's got it, and the side is retired. 1-2. Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First offering on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Powell is there, and he has it for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. High in the air out to center field. Powell's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Here's C.J. Cron now. He went down on strikes last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2.
Leading off for the A's, the shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Coming in.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed up a little high. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Boog Powell. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box now, Jed Lowry. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Lowry will take the turn and hit for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Mark Canha. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Lowry stands at second with 2 gone. The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Optimus is there. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the East Bay right after this. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. And there's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Into the box now, Jason Coates. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. Digging in and looking for more, Johnny Field. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Hit back toward the mound. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Both teams with 6 hits so far. 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Dead. Number 59 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 50.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air to shallow center. Coming in is Smith. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Coates moves over. 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Lowe Garcia. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Started that swing a bit too early.
Don't expect this pitcher to overthink this right here. You get an ugly swing like that, rinse and repeat.
Pulled toward right center field. Smith is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Ready now, Christian Arroyo. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Here's the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
one of the keys to pitching late in the games. First pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Now he just ramps up and hears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball two. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Too high, ball three.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate. He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the seventh.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's when it makes you feel really good about yourself.
Emilio Pagan is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Refsnyder on second. Ramos at first. One gone. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't. Ready once again, Stephen Piscotty. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Coates on the move, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, catcher.
Striding in. Josh Begley. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Cesar Hernandez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. First pitch here is another fly ball. This one out to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Marcus Semien. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. High in the air out to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cesar Hernandez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 16.
Leading off the inning, Jason Coates, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Jesus Sucre is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. First offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Johnny Field, already 2 for 2. We'll look to add on right here. And a ball, 1-0. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Now batting, Willie Optimus. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Andrew Kittredge is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half.
Number 36, Andrew Kittredge.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Optimus stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The batter, number 8.
Now to the plate, Jed Lowry. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Into right field. That's a base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Matt Chapman will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 26, Chapman.
0-1 the count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lowry, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Oh, and he misses it. As he arrives at second without a play, as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Now batting, third baseman, Lowe. Garcia.
At the plate, Lowe Garcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Keon Broxton will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. 1-1. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the belt, the pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, Matt Chapman will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Keon Broxton is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. First pitch of the at-bat. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Malik Smith, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Semien shading to his right, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Score remains tied at 3-3. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One and 2 now as this catches the outer half. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Set to get his day started, Jesus Sucre. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Smith.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
So
the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Now here it comes. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Still even at 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Now batting.
Here's C.J. Cron now. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Again, he sends it out of play. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Lowry. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Now that's popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, you play to win the game right there. You want to put this defense on its heels a little bit. Late innings for them to implore the hit and run, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager, and it paid off.
Blake Trinan takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. In now, Jason Coates, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Ripped down the line. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And the second run will score as well as they grab the lead here at 5-3.
Boy, we thought this one was going to go way into the night. That is a big base hit here in extra innings to give them the lead by 2.
Yeah, Dan, you know as well as I do. It gets to the extra innings. Everybody's tries to go deep and end it with 1 swing and a bat. That's a nice job to stay within himself and drive in a pair.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. To third. Truxton scoops it up. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. So striding in, Willie Optimus. He's 1 for 4 for the game. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Coates at second with 2 down. Drilled to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Standing in now, Christian Arroyo. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Ball and a strike.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now Alex Colomé takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Field is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Jed Lowry now in the past against Alex Colomé. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Three 3-0 now. Matt Chapman will be next. The 3-0 pitch. Is in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's ball 4. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Chapman, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Coates. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Last strike now for Oakland. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Andrew Kittredge gets the win in relief, his second.